Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 original SNES cart review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Lost Vikings, which if you've never played it before, it's kind of like a puzzle game, like a platformer puzzler. At the start you've got password, options and new game. Options are pretty basic, but you can enable two-player mode because the game does have co-op. However, the co-op on the game is pretty poor. The camera always follows player 1, and as soon as he goes off the screen, even if he's only off by a little bit on a flat surface, so it's not even so much a case of that something was blocking him, player 2 just won't be able to move, so he has to really keep up. So that's a bit of a shame. Anyway, you get a load of story at the start which you can skip, and to be fair, the story isn't so much story at the start, it's more of a kind of like a training type thing. It shows you what the characters can do and tells you their name. So you've got Eric the Swift, Olaf the Stout, which isn't this guy, this one's Beerlog the Fierce, and Olaf the Stout's the guy with the shield. Basically each one has a different unique thing about them, so the guy with the shield can block shots but he can't jump or anything, he can't really move fast and he can't attack. And he can also use that shield as kind of like a parachute, which I'll try to show you a bit later on. It's just an odd thing, you just basically fall down when you're holding the shield at the top and then he'll fall down. Beerlog over here basically has bow and arrow and he also has a sword, so he's able to actually kill the enemies. And well, that's about that then. He can't jump or anything, and it's just one of those things that he's basically your attacker. However, Olaf can actually still attack some enemies, which I'll try and show you on this level here, because you're able to actually do a running headbutt with your helmet. So that's pretty cool. But it's one of these games, unfortunately, that you can't control all three characters at once, obviously, and if the game had 3-player co-op then it might be alright. But unfortunately the amount of tedious backtracking you have to do just really gets in the way of the fun of the game, which is a bit of a shame. There's items on the game to collect as well, things like, well, fruit or whatever they're supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be tomatoes and peppers, and they basically give you some health, because if you notice the 3 dots just underneath every character, that's basically the health meter, so they can get hit 3 times before they die, although certain things like electrical hazards just kill them straight out. It doesn't really matter if some of the characters actually get killed, because while they've all got unique things that you need about them for the levels, some of the levels you don't really need their unique abilities, so sometimes you can get away with them, like with one of them dying. However, a lot of the time if one of them dies then you pretty much have to start again. There's 37 levels on the game, and there's also loads of different worlds to go through in those levels. They're basically themed worlds, so you can go to like Prehistoria, which is obviously dinosaurs, cavemen and stuff like that, and you can go to places like Ancient Egypt, so all pretty cool things like that. I've just got some bombs here though, which is one of the other items that I can show you, and basically the bombs can either be a weapon or they can be a tool. So they're going to be a tool here because they're going to actually destroy the computer. And as I say, this is where it's basically kind of like a puzzle action platformer type thing all mixed in one, because there's definitely puzzle elements and there's definitely action platformer elements. So you just hit select and then you choose the bombs and then you can drop them. So that's pretty much that. That's what you're going to be doing for the entire game. The only boss on the game is the end boss, so I'm not going to actually tell you much about him. It's the type of thing that people will see at other bosses, and unfortunately there's only one. So I'm going to shut up and let you listen to a little bit of the music, although to be fair, the music at the moment is just a siren. So there we go, that was a bit of the music, and that was also me using Olaf's shield ability to do the parachute type thing. So nothing really much else left to say. Graphically things are quite colourful and they're pretty cool looking. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon 212, signing off.